Hi everyone, my name is Frankie and welcome to a Movie a Day Challenge. Today is day number 283 and it's October 10th, 2018. Today I'll be watching the 1973 horror film, The Wicker Man. Now, in each episode of a Movie a Day Challenge, I pick one film that I've never seen before, and then I take that movie's movie poster and place it to the side of me. I do this because I absolutely have no idea of what the film that I'm about to watch is about. And being that I have absolutely no clue about the film or what it's about, I feel like I need to draw some type of conclusion of what I think the film may be about, based solely on the movie poster itself. In saying this, let's go ahead and take a look at the 1973 horror film movie poster to The Wicker Man. Now, I gotta say, this movie poster gives me a feeling of witchcraft in some way. Why? Well, basically we have a woman in the front, a man, I'm gonna say behind her, behind her, and then another man behind him. And then in the back we have this type of big statue that's made out of wood. I'm taking it's wicker, so it's the Wicker Man. Sort of reminds me of Burning Man, that festival, but this sort of reminds me of witchcraft in some way because they look like they're going towards the heavens and somewhere like there's some kind of like mysterious images. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it has to do with like I don't know, giving off something to spirits or whatever. But it looks interesting. I'm going to be honest. It looks interesting. It's already captivated me, and I'm interested in watching the film. And that's what I want in looking at a movie poster, and I want in a film to captivate me and make me be interested in the movie. This looks like it's going to be entertaining, and I can't wait to sit down and enjoy the 1973 horror film, The Wicker Man. Now, after I finish analyzing the movie poster itself, I then let you, the viewer, know that I'm going to go ahead and watch The Wicker Man. But before I go and do that, I want to let you, the viewer, know that after I finish watching The Wicker Man, I then come back and tell you a little bit about the film. However, I don't go in great detail about the movie. I don't tell you any major spoilers about the film, nor do I tell you anything about the movie's plot either. Why? Well, because I don't want to ruin your chance of watching a really great film. So I tell you as little as possible about the film in general. This way you can enjoy the film for what it's worth and be entertained by it. Because myself, watching The Wicker Man for the first time as well, I wouldn't want anyone to tell me any major spoilers about the film or tell me anything about the movie's plot before I go ahead and watch the film myself and enjoy it. So I don't want to take entertainment away from the both of us. Now, in case you have previously seen the 1973 horror film The Wicker Man previously, then please feel free to substitute The Wicker Man for another film of your choosing pleasure. It doesn't even have to be in the genre of horror films. This way you can take part in a Movie a Day Challenge and possibly watch each film along with me as I go along. In saying that, I'm going to go ahead right now and watch the 1973 horror film The Wicker Man, and then I'm going to come back and tell you a little bit about the film. I'll be right back. I just finished the 1973 horror film The Wicker Man, and I want to let you, the viewer, know that The Wicker Man is a good movie. See, The Wicker Man is a very strange film, in my opinion. It's sort of odd to see this movie play out because there's a lot of stuff that deals with religion in this that I don't want to speak about because I don't want to offend people, but at the same time, I really don't want to feel like I know enough to talk about the subject of what happens here. So I'm just going to say it does talk about religion in this movie. So be aware of that. Another thing you should be aware of, there is a lot of nude scenes in this movie. Full frontal nude scenes, topless nude scenes. There is a lot of nude scenes in The Wicker Man. So be prepared if you're going to watch this film with a younger audience. Another thing I want to let you know is that the film in itself has music in it that's sort of like folk music that I can compare to American folk music of the 60s and 70s, but some of it is very oddly strange. In fact, there's one part in this film where someone basically sings a song in the middle of it and sort of does a dance sequence that's very odd and strange since that person is not wearing any clothes. It's very weird and very, I want to say, contemporary dance-like in a way. Just take it as strange. But the movie does have a very interesting story, and I really enjoyed the film. I really did. I have no complaints other than the fact that the film, I don't really know that much about whatever goes on here, so I don't want to talk about it. That's only my complaint, and it's towards my own interest of understanding better. That's it. But the film is very interesting. Would I recommend the family or friend watching it? If they've never seen it before, I would say, hey, why don't you take a look at it? But if they're not really into the overall nudity in movies and stuff based on religion, then no, I would not recommend it to those family members or friends. Would I watch it again? I would. I would watch The Wicker Man again. I think this is a film that you need to watch it a second time and a third time to really gain an understanding of what's really going on. I mean, I gathered a lot the first time watching it, but I think I could gather more and read up further on the film itself to understand it better. Now, if you liked today's episode, you see that thumbs up underneath this video? Click it, give us a like for today's episode. As you're doing that, maybe you've seen the 1973 horror film, The Wicker Man, and liked it. Maybe you've seen it and you didn't like it. Maybe you're interested in watching the film. You're watching this review right now to hear about it. You're going to go watch the movie and then come back and write something. Well, whichever the three may be, please tell me in the comment box down below. Right down there. And as you're doing that, you see that word subscribe underneath this video? Click it. Subscribe to a Movie a Day Challenge. Now, tomorrow is day number 284 of a Movie a Day Challenge, and I'll be watching the 1976 horror film, Alice, Sweet Alice. My name is Frankie. I will be here tomorrow for day number 284, and the 1976 horror film, Alice, Sweet Alice. I will see you tomorrow.